What's going on? Over on Manton, Fruit Hill, Atwell's, Chalkstone. Taking the dog for a walk. Like sniffing around. Looks like they're cleaning up the lot over there. Oh, thanks, man. God bless you. What's up, Pennsylvania Syndicate? What's going on, man? Looks like they're cleaning up that lot. That used to be part of a yard. See that lot right there? That used to be a big yard. Like, I remember visiting that house as a kid. My father knew somebody who lived there for a little while. I forget who or what, I was too little. What's up, Johnny, Scottish Deb, Carol, Brat's one, what's up, man? Just over here in Providence. Letting him sniff around. Seeing who's around. It's not bad. It's a little warm, but a nice breeze, you know? So it's not too bad. Just let him get out and sniff a little. Big house. So that house been there for years. Like, that used to be their yard. That used to be their yard. But evidently they made like a parking lot out of it. I used to hang in there as a kid. Well, a little kid, like 6, 7 years old. Well, it's hard to see the chat. This fucking sun. What's up, Bane? Crew, what's up? James, what's up? Yeah, he's looking handsome as always. It's a nice day out. I go to church tomorrow. Oh, the Yanks, what's up, man? I gotta go in the shade. It's too, can't see with the sun. You're blinded. Can't see you gots. Hold on. Alright, here we go. What's up, Dell? Jane trying to go back to them. Yeah, some of it I couldn't see. No, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, this is like I would say 68 out, 69. It's not bad. 68, 69. But there's a little bit of a breeze and stuff. And when you got a breeze, it makes a whole difference than it just sitting there fucking dragging, you know? Rooster, what's up, man? What's going on? Just out here in the Masonic shopping mall. Everyday life. It's not called a boogaloo. What's up, what's up, Mike? Cuban B, what's up? How's Miles Davis feeling? How's the cat doing? Rooster Cogburn. Oh, you can't like this shit for nothing with this wind. What's up, Finn? Wow, you know what? Fuck this crack lighter. Mine's a fucking crack lighter. The fuck? Light of our fungal. Losing his spirit? Well, that's sad. That sucks. Pay for the Bic. What, the Bic Razor? Oh, the Bic, yeah, it is the Bic. I think it was the Bic. But you know, you have them so long, they start dying out. You forget to get a new one, you know? What's up, Biggs? How's it going, man? Big Bones, what's up? It's not that bad out. A little warm, but nice breeze. This dog's like a baseball coach. That hat, it looks like a baseball team hat. Yeah, they're doing the yard over here. It's over Manton Avenue. There's Chalkstone. Atwell's down there. Yeah, well, it worked. It worked. Well, people use the Zippos. I used to have a Zippo, but the shit would leak in my pocket sometimes. Then you end up losing them. I lose that shit like crazy. What's up, Bambi? I lose that shit like crazy. There's another hippie with the gentrification. Look, he's like a grass eater, a vegetarian. He eats every leaf and flower he comes across. He eats every fucking one. Yeah, he's a good boy. Look at how big he is, too. He's a good one. Yeah, see, now the breeze comes in, the sun goes down, it gets nice and cool right now. Yeah, he's trying to rip the stick off. But listen, dude, that's got pricklies on it. Get away. I here, watch it, this dude. Don't worry, he's harmless. He's a kid. Yeah, he's like, who's these Gambians, man? But he's cool towards kids. He wouldn't attack any little kids or nothing like that. Did it rain there today? No, but we got some rain clouds over there, as you can see. We got some rain clouds. It rained yesterday a little bit. It sprinkled on and off. You don't have to hit like for these. I just take them out, show the neighborhood a little, walk the dog, and just bullshit. Nice breeze. What's up, Top Cutter? Yeah, he's a good dog. He's a good boy. Right, boy? What? Zeke. Ah, Benna, he laid down instead. Lots. Wherever you go with these dogs, people turn their heads and ask about them. Some big old houses. Yeah, that's an old house right there. Probably built in the early 19th century, 1920s maybe. Something like that. What's up, Dave? 1920s. It's just got the old thing on the front of it, but I knew someone who lived there years ago, and that whole parking lot was a big fucking yard, like leveled to that. I remember running around there playing as a kid. But many people moved in and out of those homes. That's a 3-family house, and they could make the basement an apartment too. The basement's huge, because look how it's built. Look at all the underground shit you got. Yeah, we got the labor unions working around here too. That dude look my new bull. Look at this fucking guy. Look how tall he is, like my new bull. That dude's like almost 7 feet fucking tall. That's a nice house. Love them big old homes in the back of it. Well, yeah, it's not a one family though. Most of those houses over here, this used to be a lot of Italians around here. on the back roads of Manton, a lot of Italians. A lot of people usually equate Silver Lake and Frederick Hill with Italians, but you had a lot of Italians over at Manton Avenue. And between Chalkstone and Manton Ave, that little neighborhood right there, right over here, right down here, that neighborhood was filled with Italians, filled with them. All you got to do is go look at the old Blessed Mothers in the yards and the old grapevines, right? The old grapevines. You know the Italians lived there. And not only that, I knew Italians that lived around there. Not no more, but there's a few holdouts. Well, I was in a big Italian neighborhood. What's up, Bears? Oh, there's one family here when it first built. It was a one family home. No, it was always a two. See? No, it was always a two family. There's some one family homes around here, but not many. You gotta think, this is an old village though. This is a little village that goes back to the 1600s. Like this, I believe, I forget when this area was founded. I think in the 1690s or something crazy like that. But this shit goes back, man. 1670s. This shit goes back a long ways. And then they started building up over here and building these back roads with woods. But before that, there was none of it. It was just an old village. Years ago. I'm talking years ago. Now it's just like any other part of the city. All built up, you know? I used to know a girl's uncle that owned this place right here. He used to park like cars in it and stuff. Don't make look they used to. No, they don't. Nothing. Cars, homes. The old timers built shit. They built shit to last. They made shit to last. Not like these fucking mooks. Everything's made overseas or made like shit. Or half-assed, so they take the path of least resistance. One or the other. I can't believe a triple-decker changes from Boston. Well, there's a lot of homes like here that are just like in Boston. You gotta think these are the first colonies. Ah, look at that corgi. Oh, you missed it. There was a corgi hanging out of that car. The fucking corgi. But these are mill houses right here. These are mill houses because of the mill over here. There used to be the mills. Ain't no more, but there used to be a mill that way. And there's a mill still over there, but it's not used as a mill no more. Now it's high-end apartments that nobody can afford, in case you're some doctor or some trust fund kid. You know? Well, buying American made. Yes, they knew it would last. Yes, they used the cheapest material. You don't have to hit like on these. I delete them anyways. It's just me walking the dog, bullshitting. What's up, Joe? Hit like on my Stewie videos and other ones. But no, you got a nice cool breeze out here. What's up, Joe? Yeah, I was on what's his name's stream the other night. I passed out early. I couldn't stay up. I couldn't do it. I was too tired, man. Too tired. Yeah, he likes coming out sniffing the other dogs. So usually I come over here and a few people usually bring their dogs. And we let them like hang out over here. But I don't see any of the people out with their dogs. Got the nice breeze. But yeah, these are mill houses. There was a lot of mills in this state. We had more mills in this state than any other state around here. I believe in the country. We were the smallest state. But every town, you can't name me a town that didn't have mills. From Cranston to Johnston to East Providence to Woonsocket to Central Falls to Pawtucket, North Providence, right? Name me one town or one city in Rhode Island that don't have a mill. Shit. Smithfield, mills. Situate, mills. Well, yes, I will be doing the Trambo live. Yes, I will. I promise. Give me a day or two. In a day or two, I will be doing, I'll play some of Trambo's Playhouse, and I'll play that video you put up, too. You want to do that? Yeah, but these are all, what's up, Paul? Worked in threads, mills. Yes, we used to have a lot of mill jobs around here. My grandmother, all the old Italian ladies worked at mills when they were younger, if they did work. You know, it gave a lot of jobs, but they took all the mills in our state that used to put a lot of people to work, and they turned them into apartments, high-end apartments, which screws over the little guy. Glad together, cuts make H-stones garbage. Yeah, they make garbage now. Yes, along the rivers, all the mills, right along the rivers. And we have all little entwining rivers in this state. Look over near St. Anne's, look over near everywhere, all old mills. Down on Plainfield, Pecasset. There's so many mills in this freaking state that it's probably like, they used to be, not anymore. Probably like 50 mills. Easy. See that pit bull barking out there? Milwaukee, we're coming high in apartments, condos. Yes, that's what they do. They come and they take the mills, they shut down the jobs, and they make them high-end apartments that nobody can live in. Now, imagine making those apartments affordable for homeless people to live in, veterans. I don't know, some fucking battered women's shelters. Fucking something, right? Turn half of them into battered women's shelters, half affordable apartments. But, you know, a lot of these capitalist pigs, all they want to do is take advantage of people, never put back and help people, right? Sadly, most humans are like that. You got a lot of good people out there, but most people just want to take. Just take. It's that greed, yes. People back over here. What happened to America? Yeah, it's a shame. What's happening to to the country? Like you got a Walgreens on every corner, a McDonald's on every corner. So you know, back in the old days, cities were unique. They looked different. You know, they were unique. They had their own little stores, their own this, their own that. Now everything's monopolized. Lobster Chronicles, what's up? Yeah, have a good day at work. Yeah, I wish it was freezing out here. It's not bad. Oh, really? The blizzard of 78. I would have loved to witness that, dude. Forget about it. The blizzard of 78? That must have been something. Right where I'm walking right now was probably impossible to walk back then. Impossible. Because this state was covered. Look at that. That dude had the Scream mask dummy in his car at a passenger. That was funny. Scranton. Before I moved to South America. Here in the cities, cars were abandoned in the middle of the road. Yes, Carol, I had the newspapers. I heard stories, and plus I had the 78 Blizzard newspaper. I think it happened in February. I had the newspaper, and it showed a helicopter footage, a picture from the highway, and the highway was just stacked with fucking cars abandoned. One of my mother and father were one of those cars abandoned. Yes, you're right, Paul. They were the heart of the cities too, especially for all my friends, Italian mothers, Irish mothers, Even the one or two Puerto Rican ladies in the neighborhood, they all worked at the mill. My mother worked at the mill. They all did. Even in the 90s, early 90s, they all worked in the mill. Everyone. Some more women had jobs there. A lot of single mothers. A lot of, even mothers with kids and a husband could even work there for a couple hours a day. They'd get a few shifts. They'll come in with perverted names. With a Transo Sea Hopper machine. Oh, the harp, the weather thing. Yeah, he would probably say he invented it, that dude. He'd probably say he invented it. That moron. Look at most of these people on here are fucking morons and phonies, liars, fake it people, phony personas, phony fucking lives. A lot of weirdos. You got good. Look at this car. Look at that. That's awesome. That's a nice one. That was a nice Lincoln. That was like a 74, 76 maybe. I'm not sure. I'm guessing the year. I'm guessing. Want to see a cool house? This is the Pirate House. Look at a pirate house. Look, the Jolly Roger, all black. All black, the Jolly Roger. And his house is all black. That's the fucking pirate house. Yeah, they're opening up some stuff over here too. This used to be Al's Salon. This joint. Used to be Al's. It's not a big place, but manufacture anything anymore. Yeah, all the young mothers do the OnlyFans sad. Claudio Perry, what's up? Yeah, we push back always. Music Man, what's up? If you like music, go sub to the Music Man. Give his channel a sub. If you're into some high-class music, that is. Hold on, just lighter again. I got it. Buck View, Buck You. What's up, Buck You? Buck You! Buck You wide, Buck You low. Dell, you hear me hard? Yeah, Lincoln Continental that was. I knew it was a Lincoln, but I didn't know what year it was. What's up, Co-Train? Just hanging out over on Manton and Chalkstone. Hey, what's up, man? My friend's uncle. The Mach 5? Really? There's some nice single-family houses up there. On those back roads up there. That goes into North Providence. See, I want to show you explain to you how close these towns and cities are. North Providence is right up there. Literally, if I took you to that street, we could look at North Providence. It's only 40 feet away. 100, 200 yards away. 300 yards that way is Johnston, right? And all the way down there is Providence, and you'll get into East Providence down that way, but it just shows you how close everything is in these little towns and cities. Andiamo! These little towns and cities. You ever sit in the front seat? Yeah, he's very regal. Yeah. Aristocratic looking. Very. He's a good boy. What's up, Uncle Edwin? How's it going? God bless you. Just out here with the dog. I've been working a lot lately, and I was on Rat Trap Cities last night. But I will get that stream out in a few days. Probably the beginning of the month, the 1st, 2nd, maybe something around there. Maybe 31st, something like that. Maybe at the end of the month, but I will get it out. Johnson is 50% Italian. Why it's still nice. Around now, we might be 65% right now. A little higher than 50, but that's declining and going to decline. When I was a kid, when I was a young man, hey, what's up, man? When I was in my 20s, we were like 98%. Like I said, everybody in the town who didn't have an Italian last name, most likely their mother was Italian. Even the few black kids we had in our town, their mom, one of them's mother was Italian, right? We had 2 other black families that lived in our town since the 50s, right? And they were like Italians themselves, some of them, they sounded Italian. We had Irish, some Polish, a couple Hispanic, but it was like 98% Italian. 98%. We had a couple of Puerto Rican families. We had the Torreses, a few others, but like I said, the high school, if you look at the yearbooks, every last name's Italian almost. Like I said, you had Irish, Polish too. We had all kinds of people, but there wasn't a big group of like French or Irish. Well, there were probably more Irishmen than anybody, but besides Italians. And the Irishmen were always half Italian anyways. Like myself, my mother's Irish. So people would put me in the category of the Irishman because I'm half a Mick. But my last name is Italian though, so that helps. Like in school and in Johnston, everybody's Italian. And you are what your father's nationality is mostly. In a patriarchal society and stuff, your last name. Somebody calls your last name somewhere, hey, whatever your last name is, they're gonna look for somebody with that, an Italian or a Frenchman. But very proud of my mother's nationality. Irish from Derry City. God bless all the Irish up there. But in another 10 years, it will decline. Like this used to be an Italian neighborhood where I'm standing right now. There was mostly Italians. You had a lot of Irish or other kinds of whites and maybe a couple of black families, stuff like that. You didn't have to do that, Dean Dude, thanks. That was a good stream yesterday. I had a lot of laughs. You people, if you want to see a good stream, a funny one and a good movie, go watch the last stream I did with Dean Do on his channel about The Fan, the movie The Fan. That was good, man. You picked some good pots. The only pot we should have put in there was the bedroom pot where he came in yelling with the pizza. But that was fucking hilarious. I had a lot of laughs. I was at work when I did that. My buddy's like, what the fuck were you talking about, The Fan? He's like, yeah, I remember that movie. He's like, what are you on? He's like, what are you on social media with movie critics? I'm like, yeah, the guy's a movie critic. He didn't know what I was talking. He's an older dude. Hey, how's it going? Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. God bless you. Where am I at? Manton Avenue. Come by and buy a coffee. Yeah, that was the best when he walked in the room with the pizza box. And he's like, he loves his pizza. And the mother's trying to push him out. She's like, get away, I got a restraining order on you. And the dude's just fucking going nuts. Then he locks the door. Where'd all the Dagos move to? From Providence? They all went to Johnston, Cranston, North Providence, even Scituate. Now they're going to Scituate, Lincoln, Cumberland, because now they're fleeing Johnston, they're fleeing Cranston, they're fleeing North Providence now. But all the Italians in Providence, the Italian neighborhoods, like this one was a small Italian neighborhood, Silver Lake, Federal Hill, all those people, all their families went to Cranston, Johnston, Coventry, North Providence, all the suburbs. But the suburbs are really, hey, what's up, man? The suburbs are actually really connected. You know, because like I said, it's so small. Where, dude, if I jumped in that car, it would take me 2 minutes exactly, or 1 minute to get to Federal Hill. It'd take me 4 minutes to get to Silver Lake, not even. I would go down Manton, take the right at Mr. Twister, and boom, bang a left through High, and I'd be over in the lake. We still have a shrine. Oh, really good beers. We still do too. We do too. We have Johnston. We have a few places where a lot of Italians are at. And even Federal Hill, even though the Italians don't really live there, there's a few holdouts. They still hang up there, right? Like a lot of Italians hang up there, eat up there, stuff like that. So we still got, we got the feast. We still got a presence. We have our festivals and stuff. So we still have little Italy present. Yeah, I know. Bring back American cars. All Euro cars, Japanese. Hey, Jay, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? This has been a friend of mine. Shit. How long we know each other?
Since you were 12?
Yeah, 12 years old, and you were 14 maybe?
14, 15?
Yeah, because you got 2 years on me, right?
Yeah, 1976.
Yeah, he loves Jay.
Yeah, it's all local boy. Now I'm gonna go. My dog murdered our possum last night.
Did it?
I got a video.
No shit.
Absolutely tore it apart.
You got it on video?
Well, I got the aftermath. I don't want to come back with shaking and murder.
Yeah. Wow. Would it grab the possum near the?
It came out. It stuck his head from underneath the fence. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Also, I heard the commotion. I look outside. I see my dog just shaking the shit out of it. I'm like, oh, Grumpy, dead. No, they thought it was a skunk.
Yeah, a skunk, it would have smelled up everything.
Well, he already killed a few skunks. He got sprayed one time, then he learned his lesson. The second time, he dodged it today and murdered the skunk.
Yeah, what part of Sicily are your family from, Jay?
Oh, I'm actually not sure. I know.
We're talking about Italians on here.
A coastal area, so he was on the water basically, his village.
Oh, all right.
They did sardines, they went fishing.
What, southern Italy? Sicily, right?
Yeah, Sicily, yep.
Well, Sicily's surrounded by water. Could have been anywhere.
Yeah, big time,
but basically, my friend Jay lives in Johnston, and he's Italian. His kids he married Italian girls. Kids are Italian. So he's one of the, his neighborhood ain't far from here. But that's how close Johnston and Providence is, Cranston and Providence, like North Providence. They all border each other. Not all, but it used to be called the Greater Providence area. Yeah, there used to be a newspaper and everything. The Greater Providence area. And it would be, let me see.
He's got it in his mouth right now. It's hard to see, but.
Would you go fishing?
No, I had to go downtown and pay a bill. I stopped at the dispensary, I picked up a quick gram real quick.
Oh, nice, wow. Yeah, I don't want to put that in mall. They might tag my video for killing a possum.
I saw the possum, but
it's all black.
I shut it off right now because it's shaking.
Well, you can't even see it with the light.
Once I kick my light on, you'll see it. There we go, I just kicked my light on. There it is.
He's all dead.
Yep. I get better shots of it. See, I zoom out.
Yeah, I can hardly see it there because of the light. There's a guy moved from LA to Sicily.
Once I keep my light on.
What's up, James?
Yeah, it was like this big, possum.
Really? That big?
Oh, huge.
Man, I don't trust those bastards.
I feel bad because I didn't want to kill it.
Nah, I don't want to kill them neither, but what are you going to do? You can't help if a dog grabs them.
You walked on the wrong yard. I'm sorry. It's 1 o'clock
I
Oh,
still
in the morning,
can't see. I can see it though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bud.
Wow, he's wiped out. Yeah,
he's
he's
dead,
done.
he's dead.
Yeah, he's done.
Look how fat he is. All the bite marks on where his back is. That's where my
Wow.
dog killed him.
What got him? The shepherd or the husky?
The husky.
The husky got him.
He's a mass murderer of all animals that land in the yard.
Ha ha ha.
Last year he killed.
Well,
two
they're very
woodchucks.
protective.
He jumped off and snacked a squirrel right off the top of the fence.
Really?
Yep, right off the top of the fence.
What, the husky? Well, they got mad hunting instincts anyway.
With that killer instinct.
With the wolf that's in the husky, right?
Yep. So he killed a bunch of birds. You name it. He's killed a bat. The bat was flying too low, and he got one.
A bat? Well, I'd be nervous about rabies.
Last year he got a bat. Just killed 3 skunks, 2 woodchucks, groundhog.
Shit, I should have had him kill the groundhogs at the cemetery.
Yep. They were playing games. They kept. I'll mess you up. My dog's gonna kill you. Please just go.
I like
Did
the.
he throw that can out the window?
Yeah, he just threw it out the window, son of a bitch. What an asshole. Why would you throw cans out the window, man? I don't like littering. Just throw in the garbage.
Yeah, see what you get home.
You know how many times I'll walk by and I'll be like, I'll start picking shit up, and then I'll realize, you know what? It's gonna be on the ground 10 minutes later.
It was on my Facebook. You want to check
It's
it?
sad.
Yeah, it is. I hate that. I didn't notice it the last second. I tried to recognize the car. He's a devil. His eyes looked glowing red too when I was filming it.
Glowing red.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know. I could see the thing. Yeah, you just couldn't see it because of the light.
Yeah, once I kicked my flash on and stuff, it's hard to see right now.
Well, no, the light. It's light out.
And then when I confronted him, like, Grumpy B, what did you do? And his eyes were glowing red. He was like staring at me. Like, oh, little buddy. I had to go up there like 1:30 in the morning, put this thing in a trash bag, wrap it up. I even said at the very end, I'm like, you ain't playing possum, huh? You would have played possum.
Yeah, he playing possum. Ain't it?
Yeah, like 3 years ago when he was younger.
There's an old house. What year you think that house was built, Jay? That green one? 1800s.
Yeah, probably. There's some stuff.
That was a one family at one time, right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
That's a one family house at one
Through
time.
Hill, there's all historical houses all over.
Yep, all historical. This goes back to the 1600s, you know? Like mad historical
old
shit.
Victorians up there, the houses.
Yep, old Victorians, all that shit up there. Because it cuts into North Providence up there.
Yep.
Like right over there is North Providence, literally.
You get up and do the split.
Matter of fact, if you follow this road and take a right, you're in North Providence. Half of these houses are Providence, half of North Providence.
Johnson's right over the bridge, Providence, and then North Providence is literally right there, so you take that left.
Yeah. It's a small state, man. Very small. What's up, James?
All right, let me get going.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
God bless you. Yeah. Send my love to the family. God bless. He's got a couple of cool dogs. And his son's got a cool dog, too. I went to school with him and his wife. They're good people. See, look, they litter so much over here. It's terrible. Look. And like you said, you pick it up off the ground and then shit. Here in Detroit, the northeast Detroit suburbs, over 500,000. Wow. Living in actual Detroit now, most moved out, 6-7 riots. Yeah, kind of like every big city in America, right? Like well, you can call it white flight, sort of, or Italian flight, whatever. Every big city in America, you know, someone new comes in, the old people leave, the new come in. You know, it happens. It happened in New York. A lot of the people that probably lived in Brooklyn or the Bronx, shit like that, probably moved to the suburbs. Long Island, shit like that. Chicago too. A lot of the Italians that probably lived in the city probably moved to the local suburbs surrounding it. Especially if you move close. You know, you move nice and close. What's up, Mickey Griggs? Just taking the dog for a walk. Oh, look at his bike this dude's got right here. Look. Watch this. It's not a dude, it's a girl, but that's a cool bike. I forget what they call them. I think they're called spiders or something. You change that chat to another screen because Can I change the chat to another screen? What do you mean? You mean the color of the screen? Or flip it around. Get over here. I don't know. Hold on, what do you mean? Hold on. Yeah, I can flip it around. I can do this also. Watch. Put different colors on it, black and white. Sketch. I can put sketch. Turn it around, turn it back around. Yeah, I can do a few things like that with it. I don't know, I'm not too good with these phones, but I know how to turn the black and white on. I just learned it recently. They got some good huskies in this yard too. My friend's yard. They live down this way. They're building a house up there. Detroit 61. We had Republican governors, I think, over here. But this is a Democratic state. A lot of blue dog Democrats still, you know. Well, not many left, but this was a state of a lot of blue dogs. You know, a lot of them became Republicans, actually. Most of the Republicans in this state were at one time Democrats. You know, that's just how it is over here. Where the Democrats outpopulate them like crazy. Outnumber them. Like fucking nuts. Hold on. This thing's gonna die on me.